Hey, Battle Bill here with another video, and today we're going to get into some more Ultra League Go Battle League battles. I got a nice little live set for you guys. Ultra League's almost over, and that Obstagoon Crest Charizard team had stopped working for me for a little bit, so I've been kind of hovering around the high 2600s, 2700s, trying to figure out something new, so I'm still in the process of throwing stuff at a wall until something sticks. And I was able to hatch a nice, shiny, pretty decent PvP IV, Alolan Muk, and this team is probably going to give you like flashbacks like Season 1 before Obstagoon and Cresselia and some other Pokemon became popular and kind of kicked Alolan Muk out of the meta for the most part. Still around, just a lot less than we were used to last season, the season before that. So I put together this team, seeing if, you know what, maybe it has some play, maybe it could work. I'm going to give it a try, and it's been kind of working. I've been having either really good positive sets or some pretty bad negative sets. So this live set is going to be a roller coaster. And before we get into it, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support is really appreciated. So, like I said, the Obstagoon Crest and some other mons essentially kind of kicked Alolan Muk out of the meta in the beginning of Season 2, but as the Season 2 meta has kind of progressed, I kind of feel like it might have some play, so I'm bringing it back. I also realized that Articuno leads have some solid play now too, because yes, some Registeels and some Empoleons are being led, but I feel like Articuno is winning a majority of other leads. So this team is consisting of Articuno lead, Alolan Muk, and Swampert in the back. I don't really have a safe swap. I just swap into whichever of my two Pokemon in the back have the better matchup, and I work from there. So we're going to see how this set goes. We're getting into this first match here. We got Articuno on Swampert. So like I said, Articuno has been winning me a good chunk of leads. This team is a bit lead dependent though, which is the one thing I don't like about it off the bat, is I feel like when I've lost lead and I've run into those Empoleons and I've run into those Registeel leads, I realize I lose those matches. Not super hard, but it's like they're really hard to come back from. I've come back from a few. In this matchup, you got to shield the Hydro Cannon first, then throw the Icy Wind, and if they want to stay in and commit to it, Articuno will win this. Alolan Muk will obviously counter Pokemon like Giratina Altered and Cresselia to an extent, as long as it doesn't get debuffed. And then I got Swampert in the back to deal with Registeels because Articuno's super weak to them. And Alolan Muk doesn't have the worst matchup against Registeel, but it still gets beaten by it, so... Oh man, I got a little greedy there. I didn't think he was at his next Hydro Cannon so quickly. So yeah, I feel like Swampert counters it. Alolan Muk can do decent damage to Registeels in certain situations. So that's the logic there, because Articuno gets absolutely walled. Articuno can't do anything against a Registeel. But hopefully we don't see Registeel as the lead, and we can line up Swamperts against him later on. So speaking of Registeel, here comes one. This isn't the worst thing in the world, even though I am at a shield disadvantage. I am going to debuff this Registeel here. And honestly, I've been seeing this team a lot recently. Swampert leads, and then their other Pokemon other than Registeel is most likely going to be a Cresselia. So what I'm expecting here is they will take out my Articuno. They can't commit to the farm down. They're going for their charge move here. I'm going to let this go through. They can't commit to the farm down. This Flash Cannon's going to take out my Articuno there. And I'm going to bring in Swampert, and I'm going to expect them to swap because of the fact that their Registeel's debuffed. And let's see if they swap into. Yep, they swapped. Oh, it's not a Cresselia, but it's a Giratina Altered. And here's another issue, which is why Alolan Muk is falling out of the meta. This is another main reason why it's falling out of the meta. Dragon Breath Giratina Altered is a lot more popular because of like Obstagoon and other dark types just being in the meta in general. And Alolan Muk does not like a Dragon Breath Giratina Altered. So right here, I'm probably not going to shield anything, and I'm just going to try to get off as many Dark Pulses as I can, which will hopefully be 2. I would love to get Bolt Shields. If I get Bolt Shields, or if I don't, as long as I'm getting off the second Dark Pulse here, I'm okay with that. So even if this doesn't get the shield, I'm cool. If it does, and I go for Earthquakes, this is fine, because now I can just throw Hydro Cannons to this Alolan Muk to take it out, and he's really committing. Oh man. Whew. Oh, I forgot. I was going to wait out a switch timer. I stopped tapping on the screen. Man. I need to learn how to commit in real life things like that person just committed to that farm down. That was wild. Okay, so yeah, two Dragon Claws. You earned those for all that commitment. But now I need to get the 2 Hydro Cannons and really hope that I don't need to, I don't want to use a shield here. I don't see myself getting the 2 Hydro Cannons before I get to another Dragon Claw. Not overfarm too much. Okay, this is not going well. Because if I shield this, I'm screwed. The Registeel has energy. I can't shield anything here. I cannot, but I'm going to get Dragon Breath down. So this is... Nope, I'm screwed. Yep, I'm screwed. I was screwed either way. So as much as I kind of played that one poorly. But yes, that's another issue for this team. The rise of Dragon Breath Giratina Altered definitely doesn't allow Alolan Muk to counter it as much as I would prefer. So if Giratina Altered's running Shadow Claw, then I essentially have two counters in Articuno and Alolan Muk. But if it's running Dragon Breath, then my back line is pretty weak to Giratina Altered, and that was just clear through that match. So we won lead again here. Let's hope we can have a different outcome, because that's the one thing I think that bothers me the most from using this team. I've lost more matches than usual after I've won lead, and that's not exactly a good feeling, especially when I mentioned before that this team really can't win when you lose lead. So when the heck does it win? I don't know. There have been some situations where I've just gone on a nice streak and had some really good matches. I've also made some misplays on my own. So through that Icy Wind, it looks like they're gonna. Oh, I was gonna say it looks like they're gonna commit. They're not, which I'm cool with. This is better, because now your Registeel's stuck. And what I'm kind of expecting, because they're gonna get to their energy before me, is I'm gonna let this go through. And I'm going to go for the Earthquake because of the fact that they've thrown their energy. A lot of Registeels don't shield. Excuse me. After they've thrown their energy. So I'm going to go for this Earthquake. I kind of hope they don't shield, because this Earthquake is not going to take out the Registeel. And then I'll be able to Mud Shot down. If they do shield, then I have a bit of an issue. Okay, cool. They didn't shield. And I cannot Mud Shot down. That did not do as much damage as I was hoping. Okay, I'll just go for the Hydro Cannon. Forget it. I would have loved to have committed to a farm down, but that was going to cost me my last shield. And I'm really not trying to be at a 2-shield to no-shield disadvantage, especially when I know Swampert's in the back and I don't know what their third Pokemon is. Yep, they'll do that. This is fine. Take me out. I could bring in Articuno. Articuno could take care of the Swampert. So again, this is going to fall on whatever the last Pokemon is. And hopefully it's not a Giratina Altered with Dragon Breath, because then this video is just going to turn into a compilation of not to use this team. And then I will not use this team ever again either. Okay, got to the Icy Wind there. This will either grab the shield or take out the Swampert, depending on what their last Pokemon is. It could be either or. They grab the shield. Something's telling me, oh, they have an Ice type in the back. Oh, I have a, hold up. Hold up. And here's the good thing about Alolan Muk, this is something I learned, is that Earthquake does not one-shot it. So I'm totally cool with them going for an Earthquake here. Earthquake from Meganium does not one-shot it. Earthquake from Swampert does one-shot. So we'll watch that there. The Vine Whips don't do anything. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they just didn't shield. They're probably not going to shield this. I probably should have over-farmed and just gone for the Sludge Wave. But I'm not going to do that. Oh, they shielded. Even better. I'm cool with that. I'm going to actually probably shield this Frenzy Plant, because I can get to the Sludge Wave, but then I'm going to get farmed down. Well, this is a tough call. I hope I didn't just make a mistake. That was a tough call, because I don't want to get farmed down. Articuno's got so much health. It should be fine to beat these last two Pokemon. And I want to be able to shield this Hydro Cannon, because if I take out the Meganium, that Swampert just comes in and Mud Shots me down. That is what happens there. So I'm cool with not shielding this Frenzy Plant. This is definitely not an Earthquake. Frenzy Plant should be single resisted. Ice doesn't resist grass as much as Ice is super effective against it. I'm pretty sure. Somebody correct me in the comment section. But yeah, so okay, this match I should be fine. Honestly, even if I don't shield this Hydro Cannon, I'd be okay. That Meganium is one Ice Shard away from going down, so okay, alright. So, I won a match. This is positive. I'm going to go for this Icy Wind here. This will take out the remaining health of the Swampert. And once the Meganium comes back in here, I will Ice Shard it down. And I'm now 1-1 after 2 matches. And I will take that and be satisfied. I'm a little salty that Dragon Breath Giratina Altered essentially flipped that first match, though. Alright, getting to this third match. Just a quick thing, if you hear any dog barking in the background or any music that's not intentional, hopefully the music I play over this video ends up being louder. But it's my neighbors celebrating, I think, what's it, 4th of July? This video won't be coming out till the day after, but this was filmed 4th of July. So those are my neighbors, but can't do anything about it. I'm not going to be like, yo, turn your music down so I can record a video. That's obnoxious. But anyhow, okay, getting to this third match of the set, we've got Articuno on a Cramble lead. And let's see, oh, 20 Snarl. I have no idea how this is going to play out. Honest to goodness. Something tells me the shield crunch. I'm expecting... I wish they would turn their music down. It's really distracting me. I'm expecting this... Oh, it's a close combat. I mean, like, it's good I shielded that, but, I'm lagging. Okay. No, great. As you can tell, not great. Great. Articuno just stopped doing ice shards. He was just like, nah, I'm a chill. I should have been at 2 icy winds here. I'm not at a second one. And I don't have a good counter for Poliwrath in the back either. This is coming together really well now. Oh, my lord. I don't have a great counter, so I'm going to debuff it and I'm going to go to Swampert. But I'm salty I had to shield that close combat, because honestly, if I would have gotten off an icy winds... I'm not shielded. I don't even know how the match is going anymore. I'm salty I had to tank a close combat that was fully like powered up and not debuffed. Because if you know, I would have gotten to the icy wind, it would have been debuffed, and it wasn't. And the earthquake goes shielded. You know, I gotta start baiting more. I catch myself like baiting less and less, but I'm hoping that this will definitely not take me out. I should be able to get. Oh, they're gonna ice punch me though. I'm gonna be able to get to an earthquake before the switch timer runs out. Yeah, this is 100% ice punch. I should have shielded. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. But this will be an ice punch, like I said. And I'm gonna apologize also if my commentary gets even worse than usual, because I really I might not have been diagnosed with it, but I have some serious like ADD. And the fact that I even hear my neighbor's music playing in the background is distracting the living hell out of me. So that's going on right now. This oh, that was dumb. What? See? That's what I'm talking about. Me being distracted. That was not a great play on my part. I don't know what my logic was. At least the Registeel's locked in and now it's debuffed, but it's gonna overfarm. Swampert has no health, so I'm gonna have to go for a Hydro Cannon when I come back in. I don't know what my logic was there, to be honest. I kinda am just playing a little distracted right now. And playing distracted is not a recipe for success. That Flash Cannon should have taken out... No! They undercharged a Flash Cannon, which then prompted me to not click the Icy Wind. And now Swampert's just going to go down like immediately to some sort of charge move. Yep, told you. Because that was smart. They undercharged it so they could farm me down and then be at another Flash Cannon after they went to 100 energy. Really well played on their part. They did not need a full Focus Blast, even though they're debuffed and whatnot. Now the question is, do they swap on my Dark Pulse to really just add onto the Sting? Okay, this Registeel is still debuffed. I'm waiting for the Pulse swap. So if I land the Dark Pulse on that Gramble, you thought I was salty in the beginning of this match. Okay, there we go. Oh, I was so ready from the swap. I was so ready from the swap. But that Gramble has energy. I'm screwed here no matter what. Never mind. I don't have a chance even if they don't pull it off. So what needs to happen is I kind of need them to swap, because I want to land a Sludge Wave on that Gramble, but they didn't swap. And I mean, can the Registeel not get... Oh, they swapped now. They're smart. I don't see a Dark Pulse doing enough damage. I'm not even at a Dark Pulse. This is going to be a neutral close combat, which still hurts a lot because Gramble is pretty attack weighted, and I'm barely alive, but like not alive to do anything, and a Snarl took me down. So that's GG to that match. I don't really know if I had too much of a chance, even if I played it properly, just because I lined up Swampert with... What did they swap into? I don't remember their third Pokemon. They had Gramble. Oh, they had Poliwrath. So I lined up Swampert against a Poliwrath, which then took away my Registeel counter. So, off the bat there, I was kind of screwed. But that's another issue with this team, is my back line's not the strongest against Poliwrath. I'd rather see Poliwrath as a lead, and even Articuno doesn't have like the best matchup against it. But anyhow, we're getting to this next match. We have another Charmer lead. You know, this is when I would prefer to see Togekiss, because all my ice damage would be super effective against it. But I'm going to throw an Icy Wind there, get the debuff. I'm kind of expecting a swap. Honestly, if they don't swap, I'm going to still shield whatever they throw. This is definitely a Meteor Mash. It will be super effective. Even reduced will take out my Articuno. Let's see if they swap now. No, so I'm going to overcharge a little bit in case they swap afterwards. Or they just let it go down, so I would like my Articuno to at least be able to get a chance to debuff their next Pokemon. So the next Pokemon is Bug and Steel. It's Excavalier. I'm kind of okay with this. I mean, I'm going to debuff it, so that's a positive. The issue is they're going to counter me down. And I don't want Alolan Muk going into this because getting drill runs wouldn't be fun, even though it would be reduced. And they're going to be able to counter me down, though, which is not positive either. And I'm at a shield disadvantage. But they are reduced. I can't bring in Alolan Muk, even reduced. Gotta bring in Swampert here. They change. Don't have. They have Dragon Breath. All right, GG. So okay, I'm probably done using this team after this set, to be completely honest. I really was having positive sets, but this team has been so hit or miss. Like, I'll either go 4-1 or 1-4, and there hasn't been much of an in-between with this team. And I'm going to obviously play this one out. The Excavalier has a bunch of energy, so I got to watch out for that. I'm not going to shield any of these Dragon Claws, because they're going to add up with the Dragon Breaths, but they're not going to, like, hurt. Of course, he gets another one. This is going to get me low. I should still get to the Dark Pulse, and hopefully that'll grab the shields, so that I can throw Hydro Cannons at the Alolan, the Giratina Altered. Yeah, I'm gonna throw Hydro Cannons at my own Pokemon. Alright, let's see. Throw the Dark Pulse. Let's see if this gets the shield. It gets the shield, so now I gotta go for an Earthquake, which I'm kind of okay with. If they pull a swap, I'll be a little salty about it. I'm still not shielding anything from this Giratina Altered. What I'm gonna hope... No, Earthquake's not gonna get low enough. But what I'm going to hope is I'm going to hopefully land the Earthquake and try and farm down. That would be my plan. But I don't think the Earthquake is going to do enough damage for me to pull that off. Now the question is, I was wondering if they were going to try and swap. Because as much as like catching an Earthquake on a Scavalier wouldn't be ideal, I feel like that would still be a better situation for them with their Giratina Altered up against my Pokemon. Yeah, it does not get them low enough. And I'm going to have to shield this because Dragon Breath is just going to take me out after this. Alright, well, let's hope. This is what I'm going to hope for. I'm going to hope they take a second to swap, and I'm going to land the Hydro Cannon. Told you they're going to swap. I need them to take a second. Hydro Cannon wasn't going to take out their Scavalier. And now I'm, what, 1-3 in this set? It happens. It's part of the game. So, yeah, I'm starting to really not recommend this team as I continue to do more battles with it. But I do promise, leading up into this live set, I was having some success with it, but this kind of explains why Alolan Muk's fallen out of the meta, unfortunately. Alright, well hopefully I can salvage the 5th and final match of the set and at least go 2-3 and not let my rating tank too hard. But this is going to be the last set I use this team for, so this little live set has turned into a don't use this team in Ultra League video. At least not anymore, it's pretty outdated, I guess. Alright, going up against Simon2219. Getting an Articuno on a Giratina lead. So another 1 lead here, and this is exactly where I would love to see Giratina. I would also love to see Shadow Claw. I'm not seeing Shadow Claw. Alright, let's see what they decide to do. Honestly, I can win this out without shielding. So, I'm going to not shield this. I'm going to go for an Icy Wind. I'm going to see if they're going to swap after this Icy Wind goes through. They did not shield it. They are swapping now. And oh, they got Snarl on it again. So it's not a Charmer. I gotta not get close combated. And I really need to land a Sludge Wave. You know, I did say earlier when I threw that Earthquake at Poliwrath, I need to start baiting. And I'm just not baiting. It's just not something I'm doing. And it will probably bite me in this match. They've got a good chunk of energy. The question is, do they bait me now? Probably not. Nope, they didn't bait me. They just took that close combat to the face. That was painful. Alright. Now imagine they bait me? That'd be what? They probably will, because they probably know I'm going to shield no matter what. So why lower your defense? Okay, cool. Alright, so this is not the worst thing in the world. I'm just going to... Actually... Bro, wow! How is there... Yo, is their Snarl charging up faster than mine? I'm going to shield again. Forget it. That's 3 close combats. I don't even need a Sludge Wave to take them out, so I don't know why I'm going for a Sludge Wave. A Dark Pulse will probably take them out, considering just the pure fact that they're triple debuffed. But they let it go through, and I wanted switch advantage more than anything. But now they have shield advantage, and that's an issue in itself. So Dark Pulse. Okay, cool. Got to the Dark Pulse. Swampert in the back when it has a shield advantage on me is also a bit of a problem. But that Giratina Altered is pretty low, so I'm pretty tempted to actually bring in. Yeah, I was gonna say they can't mud shot me down. I'm pretty tempted to bring Articuno into this because I can Hydro Cannon. I can Hydro Cannon the Swampert too, though. It's not gonna get to 2 Hydro Cannons before I get to 1. Let's hope I didn't just jinx that into existence. I'm pretty confident it won't. Here's 1. Now the question is, do they go for an Earthquake, knowing that they most likely can't get the 2 Hydro Cannons? And it's not an Earthquake. Okay. Do they swap? They did not swap. So I'm going to get this shield. Either that or I'm going to take out the Swampert and I'm going to go straight into Articuno. They got the shield. Awesome. I thought Articuno had more health, to be honest with you. This Hydro Cannon's gonna hurt a bit. Maybe not my best play. And we're gonna find out for sure. Oh, they swapped. Don't let him get off a charge move. Okay, but they. Where's my Articuno's health? That's a great question. I don't know. So where is it? Oh no, I'm gonna get mud shot down. I'm going to get mud shot down. I think they stopped attacking on purpose so they could mud shot me down. That was really smart. That was so smart. I'm not that smart. No! Oh my god, bro. So yeah, like I said, I've been losing matches because of mistakes and poor Pokemon in the back, and this was a tough set. I feel like this was tough for you guys to watch, so I'm gonna apologize for this video. I am sweating. I don't know if you can tell. It's hot in here. That was a painful set to complete. This is going to be a painful set to rewatch, and GG's to that. Most likely not going to use this team again unless the meta happens to change again, and I don't get screwed even after winning leads. But I played that one poorly though. I'm trying to think of how I could have replayed that. I'm going to have to rewatch that footage. So that was probably the most painful live set I've had with you guys. I think it was a combination of why the team has fallen out of the meta and also mistakes that I've made throughout those matches. Let me know which side you agree or disagree with in the comment section. I definitely got to look back at that footage. But you got to see a real glimpse of me when I'm having a poor set, and you know, it gets you a little bit, but you gotta take it on the chin. I still have one more set. I still got tomorrow. I still got Premier Cup, which is starting on Monday, which I'm excited for. So I'm kind of just limping into the finish line with Ultra League, but it's okay. I plan to turn things around when Premier Cup comes around. Got a bunch of mons I want to try out, and we'll talk more about that later. Other than that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.